Be excited. Your guy Trump won the election. Congratulations.
Too soon, Jimmy. Too soon.
Do you expect a cabinet position? I mean, what are you? How have you been able to digest this? Are you still in that shock mode?
Jimmy, I'm a black woman and a lesbian. How the hell you think I'm doing?
Donald Trump has been roasted plenty of times, but this one hit differently. Wanda Sykes just went all in on Trump and Melania, and let's just say she did not hold back. From shady business deals to those infamous hand swats, Wanda laid it all out live on air, leaving Trump fuming. And if you thought he'd shrug it off, think again. The former president went into full meltdown mode after the brutal takedown. So what exactly did Wanda say that pushed Trump over the edge? Let's break it down.
Latched onto and used during this campaign. Which puzzled you? What thing puzzled you the most? I don't even want to necessarily call them issues.
Oh God, I don't even know the most, but I mean, I know going after transgender, especially transgender kids, that was like, that was good. Because here's the thing. You're supposed to be trying to fix the problems of America, right? So you target a community that's less than 1% of the population, right? So you're going after, you know, like affirming care as far as like the sex. And it's like, okay, so you're focusing on that, on sex change. It's like, how about focus on climate change that affects everybody instead of sex change? That's like less than 1%. You know, and it's all fear. It's like, oh, you know, your son goes to school as a boy and comes home a girl. I'm like, relax, it's a man bun. Shut up.
Wanda Sykes didn't just roast Donald and Melania Trump. She practically slow cooked them over an open flame, flipping them until they were extra crispy. Trump, the human embodiment of a Twitter meltdown, got shredded like one of his failed business ventures. She called him out for bragging about being a billionaire while treating bankruptcy like a frequent flyer program. He inherited a fortune, burned through it like a kid on a shopping spree, and still somehow convinced people he's a financial genius. At this point, his credit score probably goes into fight or flight mode every time he swipes a card. He claims to be the king of deals, but his real skill, convincing working class Americans that a guy obsessed with gold-plated everything actually understands their struggles.
That came out of this? Do you have a positive spin? I take that as a no.
If I were a straight white male, yeah, I'm good.
Wanda's roast left Trump's ego in pieces, and Melania's signature side-eye stuck at a permanent 90-degree angle. It was a comedic takedown, brutal, razor-sharp, and completely deserved. The only thing missing was Trump rage tweeting in all caps about how unfair it was. Sad she didn't just roast him, she incinerated him like a Thanksgiving turkey forgotten in the oven, burnt to ash and beyond saving. Wanda Sykes went straight for Trump's hair, describing it as a sentient tumbleweed that escaped from a 1980s car commercial and has been drifting aimlessly ever since.
Man, everybody just angry. Yeah, just everyone's just angry. And yeah, I'm out there. People know. Trump annoys me. His whole family annoys me. Yeah, the whole kit caboodle. They annoy me.
She even joked that scientists should study it because no one's quite sure if it's real, synthetic, or an estranged relative of the Westminster Dog Show's worst haircut category. And if that wasn't enough, she warned that standing too close might result in second-degree spray tan burns, while staring at it too long could trick your eyes into seeing the full spectrum of traffic cone orange. She compared it to a botched DIY paint job where the painter gave up halfway through and just hoped no one would notice. And then there were the expressions, absolutely priceless. Wanda pointed out that Trump often looks like a toddler who just realized they can't read but refuses to admit it. The squinting, the exaggerated mouth movements, the oddly furrowed brow.
Up on Homeland the other night, there was a scene when they were in, I don't know where the fuck they were. They were in Iran, and it was showing the guy talking to people, whatever, and I was looking, I was like, that backdrop looks like Donald Trump's bathroom at Mar-a-Lago. Look at that tacky ass shit. It was awful. Costing us money.
It's like watching someone struggle through a teleprompter written in hieroglyphics while desperately pretending they understand every word. She even joked that Trump's face is stuck on a loop of 3 emotions: confusion, misplaced confidence, and the instant regret of realizing he just said something out loud that he definitely shouldn't have. And the hand gestures, oh, they got their own roast. Wanda compared them to someone trying to explain Wi-Fi to their grandma. Random, exaggerated, and making absolutely no sense. It's like his hands are having a completely separate conversation that his mouth hasn't been invited to. Wanda didn't just roast him, she slow cooked him, deep fried him, and plated him up like the main course at a comedy feast.
Either I would want to be away from his ass too. Shit. Do you know, a friend of mine told me that they were at the movie theater and they had to like clear them out a little bit because Tiffany Trump was there. Tiffany Trump came in with Secret Service and they had to move them out. What the fuck? Why does Tiffany Trump have a Secret Service detail? Why? Why does she? Nobody gives a shit about Tiffany Trump. Trump don't even like her ass.
And Melania? Oh, she wasn't off the hook either. Wanda dragged the former First Lady's signature expression, permanently stuck somewhere between forced politeness and existential dread. She looks like a woman who ordered filet mignon, but got served a gas station hot dog. Wanda joked that Melania's smile is rarer than a UFO sighting, and when she does manage one, it looks more like a hostage sending a coded distress signal. And then came the infamous hand slap. Wanda hilariously reenacted Melania's lightning-fast reflexes, joking that even top NFL defensive backs don't react that quickly. She painted a picture of Melania treating Trump's hand like it was coated in something toxic, maybe expired caviar, or the remnants of one of his failed business ventures. The crowd lost it.
Talking somewhat about Donald Trump, hard not to these days. What's your opinion about President Trump?
Oh, sweet Jesus. Well, you know, it's like everyone's waiting for this moment for him to become presidential. Right. You know, they're like, oh, he has to learn how to control his emotions. He has to learn to be measured. You know, but the man is 70 years old. Those are things that you teach kids. You know, like I'm teaching my 7-year-olds those things.
Right.
You know, Trump is 70. He's not going to learn that now.
Yeah.
You know, if he's a dick, he's just going to be a dick.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, so
Then it was Jimmy Kimmel's turn, and he did not hold back. He went straight for Trump's speaking style, breaking down his rambling speeches like a chaotic game of Mad Libs. The man starts on one topic and somehow veers into tangents about windmills, sharks, or his deep, undying love for fast food. Jimmy hilariously mimicked Trump's bizarre speech patterns, complete with those infamous hand gestures, tiny, erratic chops that make him look like he's shadowboxing the air. He even joked that Trump must have seen people posting about their anniversaries and suddenly thought, oh right, it's my anniversary.
Get eyes on him. I just want to know what he's up to.
I do too, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm worried. He's been too quiet, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, is he somewhere like having like plastic surgery, you know, like getting his face redone, like trying to change his identity, you know, and then come back and start some more stuff, you know? I'm just worried, you know.
What kind of face are you worried he might get?
It's Trump, man. You don't know. He'll probably do something like, you know, like a mix of like Tom Brady and Ted Nugent. You don't know. You don't know.
Jimmy joked that Trump's anniversary reminder had more security clearance than half of his staff. And the roast didn't stop there. He took aim at Melania's infamous Christmas decorations, comparing them to a full-blown horror movie set, arguing that no one should have to carry a crucifix just to walk through the White House in December. Then came the burning question: did Melania even know she was the First Lady? Jimmy suggested she might have found out the same way the rest of us did, through a breaking news alert. And the irony of Melania launching an anti-bullying campaign while looking like she'd rather be anywhere else, not lost on anyone. It was like watching a hostage blink Morse code in real time.
Drive Ivanka, actually.
But again, you know, he's gonna screw that up too, because he's not gonna like work the rest of his body. He doesn't have that kind of discipline.
Yeah,
so it'll just be a new face, same hair, and same big ass. You know that.
You know, speaking of Donald Trump's face, you have said, you made a very interesting observation, I think, that unlike most presidents, he didn't really age that much in office.
No, not at all. I mean, usually presidents, they age, right? I mean, because of the stress of the job. Obama went gray, you know, Clinton grew that bulb on the tip of his nose. I mean, George George W. shrunk like 3 inches. I mean, it's a hard job if you do it. You know, if you actually show up for work, it's a stressful job. Not Trump. He looks the same. But good Lord, he put a beating on us, man.
Jimmy painted Melania less as a political figure and more as an AI experiment gone horribly wrong. Whether she was dodging cameras, rolling her eyes mid-speech, or standing frozen like an overpriced wax figure, she somehow managed to be both present and absent at the same time. One can only imagine what her future memoir will reveal. Until then, we're left wondering, was she a reluctant first lady or the world's most advanced mannequin? One thing's for sure, after this, neither Donald nor Melania will be able to look in a mirror without these jokes echoing in their heads. Like and subscribe to the channel for more updates like this.